pregame show. Joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. With that road trip behind them, the Lakers ready to perform in front of their Los Angeles fans. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team. A year ago, they each gained a victory at home, but couldn't secure a win on the road.
An interconference game here, just a two-game season series.
Yeah, you know, you want to make every game count. Take care of business and give yourself a chance to sweep.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Mayo. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's John Henson. And it's Monroe in at the power forward position. When you take a look at John Henson, you see one thing, length.
Yeah, a lot of it, too. I mean, he measures 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan at the 2012 NBA Combine. His standing reach is actually 3.5 inches greater than that of Anthony Davis.
Wow,
that's right. That's good from Henson.
And talking about Henson, obviously the great length helps him as a shot blocker. The young center is also very quick off his feet. He's averaged around 2.5 blocks a game over the past 2 seasons. He's also been contributing some as a rebounder, though really needs to add some weight to kind of take it to that next step.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Monroe kicks to Mayo. Wide open, and that one's good.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Getting back to Henson, last year was an obvious one. I mean, he was starting. Then in February, he was benched in favor of Zaza Pachulia. That might be a hint to Henson that he needs to put a little more work into his game to maintain a place in the rotation.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Carter-Williams with the bucket. And the Lakers with possession here. It's a three-point game. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Monroe with a screen on Russell. There's a screen. Mayo into the lane. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
On occasions last year, the Lakers were all right on offense. Other times, they were just stagnant. There was just no motion, nothing going on.
That's a great point. And their ball movement could use some work. A lot of ISOs last season, and it killed a lot of the flow the team had in the half court.
Now here's Kobe. He's coming off a 28-point game against Houston.
And also completed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Carter Williams kicks to Mayo. Lets the three fly. Carter Williams can't get it to go.
You know, for the Lakers, they were okay in the assist department, guys, but they were dead last in the league in secondary assists. That, to me, is indicative of an inefficient offense and also a new stat category.
Here's Mayo after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Carter Williams kicks to Henson, and that one's good.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Lakers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter.
And for the Lakers and that secondary assist stat, that just means they aren't making the extra pass, or it means they are holding on to the ball too long. Either way, it hurts the offense.
Now here's Carter Williams. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Outside, Kobe. It's rebounded by Carter Williams.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Passes it to Mayo. Lets it go from 14. And Henson gets it to go on the assist by Mayo. Henson's got 5 points so far.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Here's Randall. And Henson sends it back. Mayo into the lane, and it's sent back by Bryant. Here's Young. That misses off the backboard. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Mayo dishing to Monroe. Wants to get it to Carter Williams and does. And another shot. Monroe's shot is good.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Young passes to Randall. Outside, Kobe. No good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And that result was no surprise because they played very loosely with the basketball.
They sure did. There's no question about it. And when you come out on the wrong end of the turnover battle, you're often going to be on the wrong end of the scoreboard as well, Greg. You know that. It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And he gets it to go. Carter Williams has got his second basket.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Well, a few more possessions like that, and they'll do more than sustain the lead, Greg. I think they'll start to put this thing away by pulling it.
And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night, first game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for one game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in, and the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant, stayed with him the entire time, and he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the summer league, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him, and when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
Carter Williams kicks to Monroe, and a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Monroe. That one off the back iron and out.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position. You can see the frustration on his face.
That's good.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down, a perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season, and as you can see, even during it.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17, also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Hibbert. Bass comes in for Randall. Ray Allen, he's checked in for Nick Young. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Bryant. And here is Los Angeles now after the basket by Milwaukee. Sacre dishes to Bass. Releases. And he gets it to go from the corner. Clarkson's got his first bucket in this one.
And the Bucks were average last season. I mean, they were 17-17, also 7-7 at home, 10-10 on the road, 5-5 in the games leading up to that. So in every measurable way, they were 500.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, just thinking back to that Milwaukee factoid again, I mean, the odds that we'll ever see something like that happen again are minuscule. I mean, that team was just destined to end up 41-41.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Jabari Parker's checked in for John Henson. Vasquez comes in for Antetokounmpo, and Jared Bayless subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. Now here's Vasquez. He averages about 5 points a game. Parker, a screen on Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Middleton can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 4. The pass to Allen. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Now here's Vasquez. Got a piece of it. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Here's Middleton. Ray Allen picking up that last basket. Monroe, the pass to Middleton. Nails the wide open jump shot. And the Bucks lead by 2. Russell with it. What a tremendous game he played against Houston. Stolen by Monroe. And here's the fast break. That's good from Vasquez on the assist by Middleton.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Russell with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Russell's got 6 points.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now here's Vasquez. Nobody near Parker. Can't capitalize on the good pick.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And it's Russell missing. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Middleton. Allen with the rebound.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And the Lakers making a change here. Williams is checked in. Vasquez kicks to Parker. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And Jabari Parker is a rookie, drafted number 2 overall behind Andrew Wiggins. Clark, there was much debate about which of these players, which of these prospects would be better NBA players. What do you think?
Well, I think both showed they're very capable of being stars in the league. Parker got off to a great start, averaging 30 minutes a game until, unfortunately, he had the ACL injury. And Wiggins, conversely, went on to have a big-time season, winning Rookie of the Year.
And when you compare Wiggins and Parker, really 2 different types of players. I mean, Wiggins has that unmatchable athleticism. Parker beats you with an incredible skill and passion. Also, tremendous maturity for such a young player.
Black's checked in for Sacre. He used that pick to perfection. Bayless has got his first 3 points of the game.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off. And you know, going back to Parker versus Wiggins, guys, I mean, that debate could last a long time. Both guys have the look of perennial all-stars. It could be the number of championship rings that ultimately separates them.
Well, he's back and playing in front of his hometown, and it's such a rush of adrenaline when that happens. So you're going to be dealing with friends and family, asking for tickets, but the chance to come back to play where it all started and put on a show for the people you grew up with, there's not much more that's better in terms of motivation.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half. And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
It's tipped. Here's Bayless. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. And now it's an 8-point Bucks lead.
Tell you what, he's 3 or 4 now. Looks like his game's on offensively.
The kick out to Williams. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Boy, an awful lot to like about that shot from Williams.
Milwaukee leading by 6. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Parker, a screen on Williams. Here's Vasquez. Pulls up from the corner, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4-5.
Allen for 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Monroe's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Bayless's shot is off. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove.
Defensively, offensively.
Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but it seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
That's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and you know, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
They've got Young, Lewis Williams out there with Kobe. Then it's Julius Randle, and it's Hibbert in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Here's Randle. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Well, the defense is what did the Lakers season in last year, but their offense struggled at times as well, Clark. They just couldn't count on things night to night.
Well, they were near the bottom of the league in most offensive categories, Kevin. Bottom 5 in field goal percentage and 3-point percentage. The efficiency just wasn't there.
Russell, he's checked in for Lou Williams.
And with the Lakers and their lack of offense, sometimes teams can hide that by playing good defense, but the Lakers just really didn't have either. A lot of things working against them this past season.
Lakers shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers. Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
You know, the Lakers often would get in trouble with slow starts to games because of their offense. I mean, at least they forced a league-high 9 overtime games, going 6-3 in those contests, so the offense seemed to come alive late in games.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Russell. No good. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Carter Williams. It's stolen by Randall. And it's Russell at the elbow. Wasted no time on that one. Russell's got his third bucket of the night. Bucks leading by 10. Mayo with it. Picked up by Bryant. Kobe comes with the double team. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. While we have a break in the action, now let's check out the league's best shooting teams. The Lakers, number 1.
Kevin, I've always said shooting percentage individually and for a team is a function of the kinds of shots you get. This team leads the league in shooting percentage because, one, they have good shooters, but two, they take high-quality shots. They're a very disciplined group.
And the Lakers making a change here. Brown's checked in. Here's Russell. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Russell's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Lakers. To the middle. Henson against Hibbert. Shoots from 12. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's got 6. Pass to Henson. Parker outside. Feeds it to Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Lakers trail by 8. Bryant gets a wide open look. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And that's now 6 points for Kobe Bryant. Russell against Carter Williams. Outside Mayo. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And it's sent back by Russell.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Henson in the post. Brown on him. The Lakers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Three-pointer. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Well, for Jabari Parker in his rookie year, not the kind of NBA career start that he wanted. Played great. Was probably the rookie of the year up until the time he was injured, blowing the knee and cutting his season short.
A great call. He definitely would have had a great chance. Really just made a transition seamlessly. Very efficient as a rookie before that injury, but which was a really tough thing to watch for anyone as he was showing so much promise early on in his career.
Milwaukee leading by 6. Henson with the screen. Here's Carter Williams. Softly drops in the floater. Carter Williams has got 8 points.
How about that cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf. A leaf falling down slowly to the ground. Very sweet and colorful, too.
Bryant. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That is his first foul of the game. Some on-the-fly coaching right there from their leader.
And that's what you got to do. Never be afraid to remind someone what their role is. And they're a lot better off because of how vocal he is.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Sacre comes in for Roy Hibbert, and it's Brown in for Bryant.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet. Fellas, I'll tell you, I was really surprised when Michael Carter Williams got traded last season. It's so hard to find point guards with his length and instincts. I mean, you just have to wonder what's going on in Philly.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 10. Inside. And there's O.J. Mayo on the assist from Carter Williams. And now it's a 12-point Bucks lead for Los Angeles. They've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. On the subject of Michael Carter Williams, his assists went up last season. His rebounds went up last season as well. But, Greg, the one thing you can't seem to lock down is his shooting spree.
Yeah, last season, hitting just 38% from the field. And you expect more out of him at this stage. Remember, this is a young player, and oftentimes your field goal percentage isn't necessarily a reflection of your ability to make shots, but more so your ability to take good ones. So shot selection, I think, plays a role for him as well.
Here's Carter Williams after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their rush. Shot by Mayo is no good.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And the Lakers with some changes. Brandon Bass is checked in for Julius Randle. Allen comes in for Brown. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Russell. Milwaukee also making some changes. Monroe's checked in for Parker. Chris Middleton comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. Now here's Middleton. He's got 5. Clock at 6. Lets it fly from 18. Offensive rebound. Good. And it's 6 points for Greg Monroe.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Vasquez, he's checked in for O.J. Mayo. Dishes to Bayless. Henson with the screen. Kicks it to Middleton. Pass to Vasquez. And it's off from three-point range. Lakers trail by 9. Here's Allen. The rebound by Middleton.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
From 12 feet out. And that one comes up a bit short.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. Well, Milwaukee last year became just the 9th team in NBA history to go from Greg being the worst in the league to a playoff team.
Unbelievable what they accomplished. And they had a tough matchup in the first round with the playoff season Bulls, however. Things didn't go well, but they did get some valuable experience from that effort.
Williams, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And the shot is good. 8 points for Greg Monroe.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Milwaukee leading by 7. Now here's Vasquez. Screen by Monroe. Middleton outside. Monroe against Bass. 9 feet out. And again, it's Greg Monroe. Monroe's got 10 points in the game.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Oh, that's right on the money. They've generated a lot of easy opportunities on the inside.
Middleton can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that. Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
You know, guys sometimes love proving people wrong. You know that from guys you've played with. And, Greg, this mismatch gives him an opportunity to quiet the haters and naysayers.
Okay. You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
The kick out to Williams. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Williams has got 7 points in the game.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Screen by Monroe. Over in the corner to Vasquez. His 3-pointers off the mark. Lakers trail by 5. Here's Williams. He has 7. Here's Clarkson. Off target with his 3. Middleton dishes to Bayless. Puts up a 3. And Middleton the bucket on the assist by Bayless. That's now 8 points for Chris Middleton.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Here's the break. Here's Bayless. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
They just haven't been able to find an answer for Bayless. 9 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Black's checked in for Sacre. Young is subbed in for Clarkson. There's the dish to Bass. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Monroe. Milwaukee leading by 10. There's 1:26 left to play in the first half. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Inside, and he uses the glass on the lane.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Yeah, I think everyone knew the Bucks would be much improved last season, but to see the jump into the middle of the playoff picture, I think that took everybody by surprise.
Here is Bayless. He's got 11. Middleton outside. He dishes it to Vasquez. No luck. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Allen passes to Young. Here's Bass. Drops in the layup for 2. Bass has got it back down to single digits for Los Angeles. For the Bucks, their improvement, usually you see incremental progress. Even after losing key players, Clark, they shot up the standings.
And part of that, Kevin, was just growing as a team, coming together, and also improving the roster. Another part was that they were better than their record showed 2 years ago. Player development is part of the improvement.
And he's good on the second.
For Bayless, it was his 6th team in 7 years last season. A good utility combo guard to have. He can score, he can make plays for others. He's really defined his role in this league. Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Vasquez. The feed now to Bayless. In the corner, Middleton with it. It's deflected. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. Here's Young. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Houston.
And don't forget about the 4 blocks. Just a big all-around game, particularly on the defensive side.
And so that's the end of the first half. Milwaukee on top, leading by 7. And a chance now.
Gentlemen, I'm here with Roy Hibbert. And Roy, what do you think?
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They have a nice 7-point lead. Shaq, we'll start with you. How do you think they played? All right, and that'll do it for us here.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
O.J. Mayo had a solid quarter. He's got 13 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. We've got Mayo, John Henson out there with Greg Monroe. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Carter Williams in at the point guard position. Kobe kicks to Russell from 12 feet out. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Bryant's got 3 assists in the game. Carter Williams against Russell. Screen by Monroe. They double him with Russell. Henson dishes to Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Henson a screen on Young. No one near Henson as he lets it go. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Russell passes to Kobe. Count that one. Bryant's got 10 points.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Hibbert on the double team. Here's Monroe. Goes back up and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
The Bucks have gone 5 of 9 at the line.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Bryant. Russell against Carter Williams. He feeds it to Henson. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Shoots from 14. Rebounded by the Lakers. Hibbert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Russell. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Carter Williams against Russell. Passes it to Monroe. It's stolen by Randall. Hibbert kicks to Randall. The pass to Bryant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now just a 4-point Bucks lead.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Here's Mayo, and it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. It's stolen by Randall. Oh, and here comes Kobe all alone. And the slam dunk by Russell.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took them as long as it did to finally get things going, but as we always say, better late than never.
Good. 16 points for O.J. Mayo.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
One guy who's been getting it done is O.J. Mayo.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Lakers trail by 5.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once, and they had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
Knocked away. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Lays it in off the breakaway. Russell's got 18 points.
Boy, the fast break has really been good to them here, and they're clicking in transition.
Yeah, 3 of their last 5 scores have come from fast break opportunities. They have made the most of their chances.
The shot's good from Henson. And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players, Clark, and he keeps them accountable.
And, you know, having that accountability is what made the Bucks so much better last season. Kidd is still a very young head coach. But I tell you what, he's shown me a bright future in that capacity for himself.
Carter Williams dishes to Henson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Roy Hibbert picks one up.
Nice numbers from Henson. 16 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they needed it.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Milwaukee.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Hibbert. Allen comes in for Young, and it's Clarkson in for Kobe. The Lakers on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. Allen passes to Randall.
And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that you know, just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Brandon Bass has checked in for Randall. Milwaukee has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's Carter Williams, and play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness, I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
Outside Mayo, and the Bucks miss again. But one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Parker's checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Carter Williams. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Carter Williams has got 12 in the game. The Lakers trail. And here's Clarkson. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Allen kicks to Bass. Good D by Parker.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Now Carter Williams, 12 points for him. Here's Monroe, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
It's a close game here in Los Angeles. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
Got to get going.
Just a gorgeous shot by Ray Allen, getting it done. A textbook stroke.
Carter Williams kicks to Antetokounmpo. Monroe outside. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And Parker with the basket on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th assist in this one.
And no doubt the Lakers had some defensive issues last season. I mean, no true center on that roster. And at times they were just feasted upon on the inside.
Soft touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got his 2nd basket of the game.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6. Of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Brown is checked in for the Lakers. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Chris Middleton's checked in for O.J. Mayo. Parker with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Antetokounmpo. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got 9 assists in the game. Great pass. Great dishes to Brown. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Here's Middleton, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now it's an 8-point Bucks lead.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
There's no doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Carter Williams, the pass to Monroe. Here's Middleton. Rebound the Lakers. Brown outside. Parker with the steal. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. It's stolen by Bass. Down low. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
For 3, Middleton. Milwaukee the rebound. Parker's shot is off.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Here's Allen. And the shot is long. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Tarek Black, he's checked in for the Lakers. Williams comes in for Jordan Clarkson. Milwaukee also making some changes. Vasquez comes in for Antetokounmpo, and Jared Bayless subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. 2 straight seasons of no playoffs for the Lakers after last year's miss. Not what they were hoping for.
It's going to be a growing process, Kevin. I mean, they had a young team and an injured superstar in Kobe both years. Hard to make the playoffs in that situation.
And guys, for the Lakers, you'd have to go back almost 40 years to find a time when the Lakers missed the postseason in back-to-back years. Fortunately for them, they won 2 titles in the next 6 years after that.
The 3. Allen with the rebound. Lakers trail by 8. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And it's doubtful that the Lakers will win multiple titles in the coming years unless something drastic happens. Still, this is a franchise committed to success, and they'll do whatever it takes to get back into the postseason.
Williams kicks to Bass. Parker with the steal. Floats one up, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Well, Clark, the Bucks were much improved on the road last season, going 18-23.
Yeah, they were very competitive. This young team fought hard and rarely found themselves out of games on the road, which is a good sign for the future.
And the Lakers making a change here. Young's checked in. Pass to Monroe. Ball's knocked loose. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Ray Allen.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage. And for the Bucks, who only won 5 road games in 2014, last year's mark of 18 is a huge step forward. Still, they had problems last year as they had an 11-game road losing streak towards the end of the season.
Lets it go. That doesn't go either for Allen.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Feeds to Bayless. Lets it go from deep. Milwaukee the rebound.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball. Monroe has been putting up some strong numbers. He's got 16 rebounds and the 1 steal. It's been a really complete performance for him today.
And Clark, he's made a huge impact at both ends of the floor.
Kobe's checked in for the Lakers.
Well, I tell you, the Bucks are taking steps in the right direction on the road. The problem is the franchise hasn't had a winning record on the road since 2001.
And Bayless with the basket, the assist by Monroe. Bayless has got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par. How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
And the Bucks making a change here. Henson's checked in.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Vasquez with it. Bryant with the rebound. Kobe's got his third rebound tonight.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Out left to the wing. Dishes it to Middleton. This one for three. Rebound by Williams. Three-pointer. Off target with that shot. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. But
let's take a minute.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Milwaukee leading by 10. Young is up there with Randall. Then there's Kobe. Then it's Russell. And it's Hibbert in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Russell dishes to Hibbert. Wants to get it to Bryant and does. And that one's good.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
Shots good by Middleton.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Here's Bryant. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
You can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down. You know you're flowing.
Last season, Kobe with some thoughts on the development of U.S. players last season. Felt that the AAU system, Clark, was problematic.
And I would not disagree specifically in this regard. Too much focus on playing games and winning versus skill development.
Russell against Carter Williams. Middleton outside. Off target from outside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
There's the bucket. Good. And it's now 22 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play.
Monroe's checked in for Milwaukee. Now here's Carter Williams. He kicks it to Henson. Kobe with the steal. Now the Lakers on the break. Bryant's running. And Russell gets it to go. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
13 feet away. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And now just a 2-point Milwaukee lead. Carter Williams against Russell. It's blocked. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. For 2. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
And that bucket should stop the bleed.
Yeah, we'll see, though, Greg. I mean, it looks like that might be the case. They might need a few more like it, though, because that lead has been steadily dwindling.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
And, Greg, it was really their defense just as much as their offense that served as the real catalyst, and I think it allowed them to put that run together.
The kick out to Young. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 9 assists now tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 19-7 run. Here's Hibbert. Lays it up and banks it in. Hibbert's got the lead up to 2 now for the Lakers.
The shot quality is very good here, and they're making most of them this half.
Yeah, converting at a really high level. The field goal percentage continues to creep up.
Antetokounmpo, it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. Carter Williams. Pocket 4. Here's Monroe. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
They sure did, Greg. And I like the fact they never put their chin in their chest when they were down early. I mean, they were down big early. They were composed, and they never got desperate and stayed within themselves. Very impressive.
Find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. He told them to stick with what's worked to this point, saying, listen, they're giving us all the space we need inside. Let's take advantage of it. Keep working the ball inside the paint.
And they get it back. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. Bucks trail by 4. Outside Mayo. Monroe sets a screen for Mayo. Another shot, and the layup is up and in. Mayo's got 9 points now in just the second half. And here is Los Angeles now. Kobe kicks to Randall. That's good, and it's Kobe with the assist. And that's 11 points for Julius Randle.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Mayo, the pass to Monroe. Can't hit. Good defensive work there by Young.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
It's just what the doctor ordered here. Boy, have they needed him here in the fourth.
Yes, they have. He's made all 4 of his shots this quarter, Greg. Definitely looking to be a dangerous guy.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, not trip to the line to shoot 2.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
That's good from Henson. So he gets them both. Lakers leading by 4. Kicks to Randall. From deep. Kept alive. Bryant dishes to Hibbert. Nick Young on the wing. And another basket for the Lakers.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
There's a good screen. Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. Off the screen. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds in the game. Fires the 3. And Young with the basket on the assist by Russell. Russell's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Carter Williams. They double him with Russell. Monroe, the pass to Carter Williams. Can't get it to go. And it's the Lakers the other way. There's the dish to Young. He gives them a double-digit lead. Young's got 19 points.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket. Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
Lakers leading by 9. To the paint. Hibbert hits the bucket. Hibbert's got 4 points this quarter.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Monroe with a screen on Russell. A shot by Carter Williams. Nobody around. Again, Carter Williams missing.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter, and that's an understatement.
Bucks trail by 11. To the middle, and it's sent back by Kobe.
I tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
From 13, and the basket good. Bryant's got 25 points in the game.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. They want things to be easy on themselves here late. Make sure he has the ball.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time. It's been an excellent game we've seen from Julius Randle. He's got 11 points, and he has sent a bunch of shots in reverse.
And because of that, there's now a major intimidation factor working in their favor.
Milwaukee making a switch. Middleton's checked in.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead. Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Russell kicks to Bryant. Kobe draws the double. On target from 13 feet. Bryant's got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Carter Williams. Rebound the Lakers. And here's Young. He dishes it to Hibbert. The feed now to Randle. Outside, Kobe. A three-pointer, no good. Bucks trail by 13. To the inside. It's deflected. Monroe, no good.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
And Young, here we go. Bryant, the open look. And again, it's the Lakers.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert, a guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. The one thing he doesn't want is for their offense to get sluggish. He said, take what the defense gives you. Don't hesitate to let those shots fly. A few late-on-the-fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And Kobe gets it to go.
And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college, had a very encouraging junior season, looked like a future lottery pick, and then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably. And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Randle kicks to Russell. Lakers passing it around. .135 left in the game. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
You know, going back to Hibbert, last season was a perfect example of what we're talking about in terms of consistency. One game he puts up 22 and 8, the next game 2 and 1. But you know, every team in the league would like to be in the Roy Hibbert game once the light finally goes on and stays on. Consistency the challenge for Hibbert.
Henson with the screen. Layup off the pick. Carter Williams with the bucket. Carter Williams has got 20 points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Los Angeles.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight, Clark, they had both.
They sure did. I mean, the ball was moving and guys were knocking down shots.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Bryant. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Back to Young from 12 feet out. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. And the Lakers lead by 11.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
And it's Hibbert missing. Carter Williams, no good. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kobe, tell us about the mindset of this team tonight and what you hope to accomplish.
Just come out and play well, just play with a lot of energy, execute well, read the defense well, and make unnecessary cuts.
Talent and execution. Kobe, thank you so much. Guys, over to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. But first, the post-game show with Ernie Johnson just a few aisles above us.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this kid. Wow. You get jealous. He feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.